2K family, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is different. Today's video, I'm gonna take you inside of my mind. I have a video here where I took a full game and I split it up into clips. And I'm going to explain to you what I was thinking, the action that I took, and the result of each clip or each play within the clip. And hopefully, the goal of this series is to show you guys that it's not that hard, or 2K is a very simple game, especially with this community here. Because if you use basketball concepts against 2K players, you will win the majority of your game. Now, I get it, that's a controversial thing because you have one side of the spectrum where they don't want any basketball logic to be used because it's a video game. And then the other side of the spectrum where you're playing a simulation basketball game. So you would expect basketball logic to reign supreme. But you and I both know sometimes when you get somebody who's so far from logical basketball, then nothing matters because they play to the game's strengths and then all the logic leaves. But in this video, I'm going to display to you my logic, what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing, and hopefully this can help some become better point guards, because some of y'all point guards out there, boy, please. Boy, please. The build that is being used in this video is this build right here. This is the build being used. This is the build being displayed in front of you. Think what you want about it. This build gets the job done. It does. It gets the job done. And now that that's over, we're going to get right into the clips. Now, I believe how I'm gonna do this for the episode 1 and for this series. I'm gonna let the play out, and then I'm going to pause it and go back and we'll review what I was thinking, what was happening, and the reason why things happened the way that they did. When the opening tip happens, I like to just probe just to see what the defense is going to do. So here I probed, and I seen already, you see what's forming, the 2-3. Now, typically, when you get this style of team, you can tell that they're going to do this just based off of the lineup, right? This was one of these are defensive menace. This right here, this guy in the corner here, he's the guy with no defense. He's the weak link. He's the one that's supposed to get picked on, this guy here. I believe he averaged like 19 a game, which lets me know he was the offense, the vocal part of the offense, focal point. But we know that they're setting up in 2-3. So like I told y'all in my guide video, our default set is a 5 out. Luckily, the AI is listening. He watched the video. So the AI knew where to stand. So here I'm trying to probe just to read the floor. And as you can see, look at the overreactions. Because of the 5 out, the center, look, he's in no man's land. He's in no man's land. He's not guarding anybody. He's not guarding anybody. This guy is supposed to be playing a wing in a 2-3, but because I'm in the middle, he has to commit to me. He's matched up. This guy's in a 2-on-1 situation. He's in a 2-on-1, but we don't get to experience that. Why? Because I get poked. I get poked. I get the opening turnover on the first play of the game. They get a 3, and that's how that works. Now, on this play, after my turnover, I'm going back to the same thing, but this time, I am going to protect the ball. I'm protecting the ball. Now, this game, there is going to be no dribble. I'm just going to protect the ball. So now I'm protecting the ball and I'm probing. And once again, the setup is here. 15 is guarding nobody. We're in a 5 out. He is guarding nobody. Because I'm standing here, I'm forcing a commitment, and there's a 2-on-1 on this side of the floor with no defender. This guy can't defend. He has no defense in his build, but I'm probing. Because look, see the overreaction? He's running back to play a pass lane. He moves. He shouldn't have moved. He should have just stood there as of right now. But look, this is an overreaction. A scorer's mentality, if I was a scorer, I'd stand right here ready to shoot, but I don't. I'm just probing because I'm trying to see how they're going to read and they're going to react. And as you can see, The AI cuts here. I could have threw it to him, but I know that he's going to go up slow and the center's going to be able to recover. But look, we're still in 5 out. So now when the AI goes back to the wing, look at this guy. He runs over there to try to commit, but then look, he has to come back because I didn't move. So now I'll throw it to the AI. The AI throws to the corner. This guy could have caught and shot that. Wide open 3, but he didn't. He was already under the assumption that one of these two was going to challenge and commit him, and they did. He jumps. Now we get a wide open mid range. We broke it down. Now this play here, the play that you just watched, this is advancing the ball. This is a tactic I like to call advancing the ball. Right now, I want somebody to explain this to me. There are 4 defenders in the backcourt right now. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With who is the one guy back? That's right, you guessed it. Mr. Play No Defense is in the back here. This is stupid defense right here. This is stupid. There is no explanation for this. This is 2K defense right here. This is 2K defense. If I had a player that had a higher pass, and if this wasn't 2K with the booth catches and passes, I'm advancing the ball to this guy right here to automatically go and get the dunk, which I attempt to do. But see the dribble? You see the little dribble I had that delayed it? Now by the time I throw it, he has to catch it all. Just bad. I mean, just bad catch. And somehow the 4 that was in the backcourt between that and the pass was able to get to the front court. But he makes a good read, kicks it open for a wide open 3. Boom. That's how you beat a zone when they're zoning but pressing with everybody. Just advance the ball and you get extra possessions. It's just up to your team to make the read. Right here we are again. Remember, the team set up in a zone, right? But for some odd reason, they just keep leaving this guy with no defense, the one in the back here. They leave him to protect the back line. So what do I do again? I'm gonna advance the ball. There's no point in me bringing the ball up. Now, a scorer could and should most likely sprint straight to this line here and shoot a 3. But my speed with the ball is only a 75, so I cannot move that quickly. He's going to end up catching me. So I'm just going to advance the ball to the power forward here to see how it plays out. I advance it. He goes to play the pass lane. The ball's already in his hand. He should be able to dunk this right here. He should be able to take off and dunk. But it's 2K. He warps. We get a foul call. Advance the ball. That's what that is. Now, I put this play in here just to show you the what not to do. I gambled on this possession. I pressed the ball. I went to press the ball, right? I whiffed. I wasn't able to touch him. Wasn't able to redirect him. I whiffed. Now I'm playing chase. I'm chasing. He's faster than me. With the ball, he's faster than my speed entirely. So pressing him and missing is a big gamble. This is the equivalent of jamming somebody at the line and you get left at the line in football. Jam them at the line, you get left. Now you got to hope that your safety, aka the center, picks up. He has to leave his responsibility to pick up yours because you got left, which he does. Now I should have stayed with his. This could have just been a switch, but we miscommunicated here. I go to run back to my guy, leave his guy wide open. This guy makes probably his one pass he will make in today's game, and I give up a dunk. That's bad. Don't do that. That's bad defense. Here we are on this play. Once again, they're pressing. Whatever. That's the part of their zone. My goal right there, as you can see, was to attack his feet and get to the middle of the floor. Force him to turn around. Now, because he's like this, I know that 15 is looking at me because now I can downhill attack, which I'm starting to do. And now he's coming over to try to get that 2K, the famous 2K steal. He misses. Now I'm in front of him. Now I'm in front of both. And the pressure is on this guy because I could run straight here to shoot a pull up. I could stop and pop and shoot a 3. He's in no man's land. He's not guarding anybody. But you can see what's developing. He's cutting on boy with no defense. He's in no man's land. He has not committed to who he's going to guard. He's banking on 2K's animation to bail him out. I whipped the pass by his head. He cannot react fast enough to get to him. Now we got an easy layup. Simple. Now, the only reason why I included this play is another thing that is my fault. And that is none of these guys here have handle. Absolutely nobody on the team has handle. So me being the point guard is my responsibility to come get the ball so we can set our offense. But the 2K mentality took over. I'm leaking. I'm trying to get here. And then I realized, as you can see, I realized that he throws it. So now instead of running straight, I'm starting to come back to the ball, which then almost sets this up for, I mean, look at this. Look how bad the game is. That's a turnover. And that's a turnover all based off of me, my fault. But we don't get the turnover. And then the offense ends up going into motion and we just stall out and boof happens. So now on the ensuing possession, we got a side out. They're able to set up in their 2-3, right? Their 2-3 is formed. Right here, right? We're in a 5 out. What do you see? We're in a semi 5 out set. This guy has to commit to me. He's committed to the corner. He's committed to this guy. That guy's committed to the corner. So who's the odd man out? That's right, Mr. 15. He's not guarding anybody. There is nobody he is responsible for. Which means what? I have a simple read. This guy to the corner, to the wing. This is read number 1 right here, because he has to play 2 guys. And now his responsibility is to guess what I'm going to do. Am I going to throw the wing guy or the corner dude? Because if he guesses right, he'll get a steal. If he guesses wrong, he's giving up a 3. So he has a 50-50 chance. A true or false. This guy here has to commit to me because, well, I have the ball. What do? I throw the wing. Now look at this. Nobody's here. He's wide open. Wide open. Simple. Now I included this defensive play in here because this right here is the picture perfect defense that I attempt to try to do in that first clip when I got blown by and we gave up the dunk to the center. This is what I was trying to do. I'm pressing the ball right now to redirect him because right now he has a step in front of me, but you know this game is very good at warping. I was gonna close the angle on him right here, and we was gonna get about right here, and he was gonna either go out of bounds, it's gonna be a foul, or he's gonna try to cut back to the middle of the floor, and I'm gonna try to get a bump steal. Because you see this build don't have any steals, so I'm going for the bump steal. Instead, I redirect him across the floor. Now he's pushing to this side. Now here, this is just elite one-on-one defense because he's a 2K dribbler. He's not a basketball dribbler, right? He's dribbling with no purpose right now. He's just dribbling just to do it, just to make his controller have stick drift. That's all. So he's dribbling. I'm there. I'm shading him. I'm there. I'm shading him. Boom. I get caught on the screen. Any other 2K, he could drift for 3 right here and be wide open. This guy, unfortunately, he's in no man's land, but he does a good job to recover. He scares him just enough. Now, if he really wanted to shoot that, he could have probably shot it and had the luck of the draw. Either it was going to say wide open, it was going to say open, or it was going to say contested. He doesn't shoot it. He got scared. I recover. The center then gets back. Now this is where you put the offensive player in no man's land. He has no close shot on his build. His build is on the court strictly for screen setting. That's all. So he attempts to try to go up with something, knowing that he don't have no close shot. He shoots bad. Now we get out in transition. I'm running right at him. I'm gonna run right at him to force him into a bump animation. Now I switch hands. Now he's behind me. This guy has no defense, so we don't even count him. And this player can dunk. He's behind me. I crab him, get my space, take off, get the dunk. Simple. On this possession, once again, we're inbounding the ball, we're bringing it up, we're probing. Now look, I already broke their zone off rip with just one pass right now. Because once again, we're in a situation, he's not guarding anybody. Center is in no man's land. They're both in, look, they're not guarding anybody. And this is the issue with a zone. When there is nobody in your zone to cover, somebody's open. There's a hole in your zone. This is why man is much more important, because everybody's accounted for. In a zone, you get stuck like this, not guarding anybody. 2 is on the ball. I make one pass. Look. Nobody's near him. No, he doesn't shoot it. He's not a shooter, but he doesn't shoot, you know. He has to be like, this teammate here has to have certain circumstances before he pulls. For some reason, this wasn't a circumstance. He wasn't open enough to pull. Unfortunately, so we don't get 3 points on this possession. But what we do get is, remember the guy? Remember I said about 290? He has to get in, get out. When he comes out, the AI is rushing in. And then the AI just catches a body. Now here, as you can see right now, they're starting to get out of the zone. You just have 2 that's pressing up on the ball, and even right now it's a 2-on-1 over here. But they're pressing up on the ball, but I'm in protect mode. See, you see this here? Unpluggable is acting up. It's only on silver on this build, but I'm in protect mode. So I'm protecting the ball. Now we have forced them into a man defense situation. Now they went from a 2-3 shell to a man shell, which now simplifies the game even more. This is a mismatch. So I throw it to him because we all know, because the center has the ball on this guy with no defense, everybody eye goes to the center. Center throws it to the corner. Now you got a center with no perimeter defense closing out on a perimeter player and hopes to stay in front of him. He closed out too close. Got blown by wide open drifter for a 93 mid-range shooter. Right there. Wide open. Easy. Now this play here. Once again, my job is to get to the middle of the floor. I get to the middle of the floor. What do you see? Right now I'm probing. The AI is cutting, but the AI is always he's a wild card. You don't know what he's going to do. This guy's already running out of the paint. AI is cutting. AI has him beat. I could probably throw the AI right there. AI would get it done. But instead I continue to probe. Now look at this guy. This guy is just playing a passing lane. He's not in good position defense. He's just passing lane playing. That's all. Because I'm probing, the AI is just in the paint and they're panicking. They're panicking. And so what happens? He cuts down to double off the corner to a dude that's already guarding the AI. What is he doubling for? He's doubling because the AI is in position, puts pressure on their defense. And then all I have to do is do what? You're right. Throw the corner pass, wide open 3. It's easy. Oh, y'all, this one right here might be my favorite play of the game right here, y'all. Look at this. Look. So now I'm being pressed. I stop right here. So his reach that he's about to do, because you can see he telegraphed that he was going to do that. I stop right there so his reach just doesn't commit. So now he has to run to the AI. Now look at this. They went from 2-3 to a straight 5-man defense. Now we're in man-to-man right now, but they're hybriding it. This is the 3-2 hybrid right now. For those of you who don't understand, they're in a 3-2 zone essentially. And the goal of the 3-2 zone right now is to protect the perimeter. Whoever cuts from the wing, the corner guy's responsibility is to pick him up while this guy rotates to the corner. That is how the 3-2 zone works in this game. So I test it. I throw the center here. The center starts to cut, so I throw him the ball. You see that there? You see how he committed? They've already telegraphed what they're about to do. It's been telegraphed. So I tell the center, give it back. And I tell him to cut again. Now I know when he gets by this guy is going to commit off the corner to the paint. And it's this guy's responsibility to get to the corner. But because they already telegraphed what's going to happen, as soon as the center gets there, soon as he's getting there, look, I'm throwing a corner pass. As soon as he moves. Soon as he moves. There we go. There's the first cut. Throw it. I see the commitment. Now, here's the second one coming. As soon, look, this guy's already turning and facing the ball. As soon as he does it, look at his steps. He's committing. He's in a body contact. The ball's gone. We already established he has no defense in his build. It's a wide open corner three, y'all. I mean, that's it. That's it. Now we're in another sideline out. They have went back to their 2-3 formation. They have went back. So I'm probing and I'm going to the middle. And look at what we have here, y'all. Look. Defensive miscommunication, y'all. Right here live. This is where a team starts breaking up. We got two right here on none because he's playing a pass lane thing. I'm going to throw it over there. He's guessing of what I'm going to do, but I'm in probe mode now. So when you're in probe mode, the game slows down and you just watch stupidity. Now we have three guys over here defending two because the communication of his own doesn't exist. I throw the ball here. Look, there is nobody within any feet of him at all. He's committed, and look at who's in no man's land again. Big boy, no man's land. Nobody's guarding him. I throw it to him. Now everybody has to react now. Now he's in a full-on sprint. What is he going to contest in a full-on sprint? You're right, nothing. 93 drifter pull-up. Didn't that play just make you smile? Didn't it just make you smile? It made me smile. Here we are again. I'm in probe mode. When that ball goes to the half court line, when the ball is towards the half court line, because I'm in the post that protect ball, I'm probing. 5 out. They are now in their little 3-2 hybrid. Remember I told you the 3-2 hybrid. The AI finally gets out there. Finally gets out. Now, we've already ran this play before. We already ran that when he cuts, I'm going to throw the corner. So the defense tries to get up on one. The defense tried to be smart. We know he's going to throw the corner. So look what happens. We got two running to the corner. And this is what happened when you probe and you just take your time. We got two running to the corner. Now this guy actually tries to be smart. He tries to play the lane, but I'm probing. My processor is processing faster than theirs are right now. And there's nothing you can do. You know, sometimes on PCs, you got a faster processor than the other. That's okay. He has to get out because the AI is a threat. I've made the AI a threat by throwing it to the AI. So he has to get out. And we got two already committing to the corner, waiting for the pass, which leaves what? Big boy down there, wide open. I throw to him. He has to react. Everybody's in reaction mode now. He leaves the corner. This guy leaves the corner. You don't ever leave the corner. You never leave the corner. He left it. The center makes the easy read to the corner. We have a 3. Here it is again, y'all. The advance the ball method. Look at what we have here again. There's 5 defenders on the floor. 3 of them are in the backcourt. 4 if you count this guy right here, because he ain't crossed half court yet. And look who's back. Mr. No Defense. This team here again. So I'm just going to advance the ball. I'm throwing it to the dude with Mamba. He catches it. It's still 2-on-2 here, but look. Nobody's here. Look at where this guy is. He's out of bounds. I don't know what happened. Maybe he lagging or something. We got 2 on the ball. 2 guarding nothing. And 1 dude right there in the corner. Right there. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's just beautiful. This right here is such love. I was spamming that ball from that AI right there. But look, here we go. Once again, I'm probing. At this point, we don't know what they're in. Our offensive spacing is off right now. We got two essentially standing in the same spot. So this one guy can guard both of them. But essentially, we have three players right now on the ball, which is a skip pass to the corner because we understand this guy has no perimeter. When I skip past it, he goes to close out and he does the 2K closeout. Run and jump. He gets left. Now, if the tallest guy on the floor is standing here, what does that leave here? That's right, or people. Big dunks. I mean, does that play not make you smile? Does it not? Right now, I'm advancing the ball. This guy's wide open in the corner. So I'm just going to advance it just to see how the defense reacts. He pump fakes, they all cover. But look, they're all in reaction. They're not playing defense, they're reacting. They're just reacting. So then we reset. I go back to the top. I'm probing. This is the probe position right here. This is probing. I'm probing. I'm reading. What's there? Okay, let's throw wing. You got to react to him. Now he throws corner. You got to react to him. Now look at this. 3 defenders on 2 offensive players. 1 defender on 2 offensive players. Why? Because I'm standing in the middle. He has to commit to me. Either way. This is what happens when you play a zone and you don't know what you're doing. This is an example of a team playing a zone because somebody taught them, or I shouldn't even say taught them. They seen a zone and now they're just trying to play it. We got 3 right here on the ball. 2 off the ball with 1 defender. He makes a skip pass to the corner. Look at the reaction. Once again, number 1 leaves the corner. Why is he leaving the corner? Somebody needs to tell him you never leave the corner. Wide open baseline jumper. Now, if I was a scorer, if I had a scorer's mentality, this is a shot. 4 players, once again, on one side of the floor. Look at the stanchion. Let's draw. If you draw a dotted line right here, look at the stanchion. We got 4 players on one side of the floor. For what? I don't know. But whatever. I had shots. And now look, they're all reacting. I got a read to the corner I could throw because look at him. He's talking to a fan. He don't know what he's doing. Instead, I'm probe. I just go to probe because I want to read correctly. Now, right now, our spacing's off. 2 guys essentially in one spot, 1 guy in the corner. So I'm probing. I'm probing right now so the space can start to even out. Now it evened out. Now we got a guy that don't want to be out on the perimeter. He wants to be in the paint. So if he was like that, he could have shot that. Look. He has a shot. That's a shot. That's green bean for anybody who's a shooter. But he's not a shooter, and that's okay. Instead, he is going to attack, reset. Now I'm probing again. Spacing's off because the pass ended up dragging me to the wing, so now we're essentially in the same spot. But once again, stanchion is the middle of the floor. We have 3 defenders on one side of the court. Why? Because he has to 2-9 because he wants to be in the paint. I just have to make a read. One of these 2 guys are going to be open. He's not going to be able to cover. His momentum is moving that way. I throw circle. Circle gets a nice pull-up jumper on who? That's right, Mr. No Defense. Wide open mid-range right there. Now, that game essentially is over, and we go on to win. Finished the game with 19-12. Had a decent thing. AI came through. Small forward came through. My power forward showed up. Center had a regular game, but I just want y'all to look towards the bottom of y'all screen right there. And I remember I had a video and I spoke about where players should go to have the least amount of impact on the game. And I got argued down in the comments.
You know the comp circuit, the power forward and the small forward is the most important positions to ever play.
You're not comp. I'm not comp. We matchmake. We go to the rec. We matchmake. We play. We don't have any setups. We're not playing for money. We're playing to pass time. So when I tell you that a power forward is useless, or I tell you that that's a position where you don't have to do anything and you don't impact the game in any manner. If the power forward impacts the game, your team will most likely win because the useless position is being useful. But in this instance, and in this case, that power forward, MC Junior, what did he do to impact the game? Everyone else on the court had some points. Everybody else on the court had a decent to good game according to 2K's grading system. This Joker had 0 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a C teammate grade. A C grade. He didn't even have, you start at a C when you start a career game. When you start any game online in 2K, you start at a C. This Joker stayed at that joint after 30 minutes. So do not tell me that in a casual setting, the power forward position is a useful position. If he did anything, they might have won the game. They lost by 6. That Joker had 0 points. He did nothing.